What is up, great global gaming community? I'm Fox, and you can follow me and all my gaming shenanigans via Twitter at Fox_PlayStation News Now, as seen in the bottom right of your screen. Make us your regular source of news, rumour, video game discussion, and the Gamer Couch podcast each and every Sunday. All relevant links can be found in this video's description. In today's news, it is Mass Effect Mania. Mass Effect Andromeda's global release date is drawing ever so closely. And we've got a ton of news, including news on microtransactions, multiplayer, and the main campaign details and no spoilers, I can assure you. But first, let's talk about that PS4 Pro mode. So Mass Effect Andromeda, already playable on PC and Xbox One via Origin and EA Access, and it's getting a fairly mixed and somewhat interesting reception. But thanks to Sony rejecting EA Access for reasons pertaining to a lack of value, PlayStation gamers will have to wait for the official release date to see what all the fuss is about. Meanwhile, industry insider Shinobi602 already secured a copy of the game for PlayStation 4 and has posted screenshots of the game running on the Pro. The game also supports HDR, which is high dynamic range, for compatible displays, making the game even more of a visually stunning experience. Mass Effect Andromeda's PS4 Pro resolution has been confirmed a while back by Mark Cerny during a PS4 Pro technical presentation last year, confirmed to be displaying at 1800p, which is 3200 by 1800, using checkerboard rendering to then bump up that native resolution to 4K. Now, despite noticing a couple of bugs which are to be expected from a BioWare game, actually from any large open world game if we're being realistic, pretty much par for course given that Mass Effect Andromeda's world is said to be humongous. Shinobi commented, BioWare managed to capture the spirit that made the original trilogy such a widespread success in Andromeda, which is pretty encouraging news. Also noting combat, environmental storytelling and gameplay animations, albeit not facial ones, which are really not the best in the industry, as the biggest improvements over the previous games. Even though Mass Effect is mostly known for its story campaign, the last installment introduced an online multiplayer cooperative mode that resonated pretty well with the fans of the series. So additionally, we've also got some multiplayer and dreaded microtransaction news to share. So, according to GameSpot, BioWare finally unveiled the details of Andromeda's multiplayer feature during PAX East. The feedback towards the game is that it largely feels similar to the third game's multiplayer mode. While this might not be good news to some, the previous mechanics still drew in a lot of mixed reactions as it forced players to use the online features to achieve the best ending. However, it seems that Mass Effect Andromeda will not be forcing players to do it in this entry of the much-loved franchise, but will it tie in the mode with the campaign? Well, lead designer Ian Fraser explained that the multiplayer feature revolves around something called Strike Teams, sounding a bit like Destiny's Fire Teams, though this unit can be deployed on missions while the Pathfinder is at a different location. Players can choose either single player or multiplayer before deploying the team. If fans choose the former, the team acts as an AI with its success rates in missions depending on stats, equipment and the like. These missions are played out in real time and, well, the duration to complete will vary greatly. But a slight caveat to the proceedings is something BioWare have named Apex missions, which are more challenging and will be difficult for the AI to complete unless they are high leveled. Players can opt to pick the multiplayer feature while they themselves will be deployed on the mission. The single player campaign will automatically quick save and fans can matchmake with their friends or host and join a public game. So Fraser noted that the transition between the single player mode during the multiplayer mission will be seamless. Furthermore, he explained that the Strike Team missions also feel pretty appropriate to the main plot. This way, the developers have set it up so fans can still reap all the rewards even if they choose to play in the single player mode, which is pretty good news for me then. So regardless of how you feel about it, microtransactions will feature in Mass Effect Andromeda, allowing players to spend real money for in-game currency. Players can buy packs that give them better items in multiplayer. Some call this cheating or pay to win. That being said, Mass Effect Andromeda will not feature a competitive online mode, so perhaps microtransactions will not break or unbalance the overall experience. Mass Effect Andromeda's microtransactions will range from around $4 to $80, although BioWare has yet to release any concrete information. Mass Effect Andromeda launches worldwide on March 21st for North America and March 23rd for Europe on PC, Xbox One, PS4 and with an enhanced PS4 Pro mode for users with 4K HDR compatible panels. Now, having been a huge fan of the first 3 games, my pre-order has already been initiated and I am super pumped to play this game. In other news, incredibly, the UK video game market was worth an estimated £4.3 billion in 2016, with increases in digital, PC, console and mobile game sales all contributing to its growth. Here's the full story. The UK consumer games market had a record-breaking value of £4.33 billion in 2016, games Trade Body Ukie has revealed. The tracking firm Ukie revealed its report earlier this morning as its annual games industry market valuation event, which shows a rise of 1.2% over 2015's findings. The UK video game industry has seen a positive growth in many aspects, including an 11.1% increase in digital consoles and PC game sales and a 6.9% rise in mobile games revenue in the UK, now worth a staggering £995 million, while software sales have exceeded £3 billion for the first time in the UK. VR headsets and hardware sales are included in the report for the first time, with a value of £61.3 million, and PC gaming in the UK saw a significant bump in sales, with top-end graphics card sales rising considerably by 64% to around £258 million. Away from video game sales, Pokemon Go and Minecraft were major factors in increased sales for game-related toys and merchandise, and books and magazines with toys and merchandise sales grew by 7.2% to around 66.8 million, with books and magazines rising from 13% to around 18.4 million. This is a positive sign of the overall health of the game industry in the region, and remember, this is just UK. Europe as a whole paints a much bigger picture. Phenomenal figures, I'm sure you'll agree, and for anyone remotely interested in reading the full report can do so by clicking the relevant link found in this video's description. Now that, my gamer friends, brings us to the end of another video, unfortunately, but don't forget to like, subscribe and share content on this channel, and do remember, play games, not corporations. Thanks for watching, everybody.